Hello and welcome back to War the Human Tanks ALTeR. Last time we finished up episode 3, where the traitor of the royal family was Katana Iakura, a member of the royal family. What a twist. Moving along in our glorious adventure. We need to assemble some new tanks. Well, no, not assemble. We need to develop some new tanks so that we can get stronger. Oh, we can get mortar? L's successor. Minimized reload time and increased transmission speed? No. I think that we need to get the assault tank KC-8, Type 8 armored tank, because it can shoot through multiple spaces. And that sounds fun to me. Anything else worth buying? I'm not allowed the next scout tank? Whoa, that's not cool. What if I wanted to invest my supplies into the next scout tank? Alright, I remember how to do it. Yeah, I gotta buy this if I want to do it. Thing is, I forgot to do the test. I was gonna test if it recorded better at full screen. Well, I forgot to do that. Thing is, money's tight, so I'm not going to do the next step in the research line because I want to pocket my cash. The military officers of the Kingdom of Japan are given barracks in barracks? I don't know what the plural of barracks would be. So I don't even know if that, like, I guess it just would be a singular in this case, wouldn't it? But okay. That makes it easier. The military officers of the Kingdom of Japan are given barracks in accordance to their accomplishments. As human tanks only follow orders from their superiors, the barracks are almost always joined with their unit's base. The more one accomplishes, the more luxurious their base becomes. However, a luxurious base is not always the best. I think the higher-ups are mistaking luxury for something else. Why so? Didn't they give you such a great base? When you hear luxury, you expect things like chandeliers, and huge beds, and butlers, and such. Your definition of luxury is shallow. But aren't you royalty? There are all kinds of royalty, but we're not talking about our values here. The higher-ups seem to think large is supposed to be equal to luxurious. A whole apartment building. There's nobody else but me living here. This is just a huge waste of resources. This room can only be targeted from the apartment on the other side. That means you can deal with snipers if you're ever targeted by one. No, I'm quite sure that's not why I was given the space. Too bad. They probably just had an empty building sitting around. What's the point of having so many rooms if not a single one is fancy? You can spend your monies to make it fancy. You could also, like, rent out rooms. Hey dude, wanna rent in this apartment? I own it. I'm ALTeR. Yeah. Royalty. You can live. I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime to live with royalty in an apartment. It's gonna be great. But no, ALTeR has no drive or motivation. Ugh, what a dumb. It also makes getting outside a pain. Just have a room on the first floor. Fellow tanks, we will now begin the special training routine designed by none other than me, Ruru. Oh! The tanks sure are full of energy. I can see the compassion in ALTeR's eyes shine as she What? I can see the compassion in ALTeR's eyes shine as she watches over the tanks. That's because there are Imperial tanks with helmets out there. Ruru, what should we begin with? Helmet Girl, you're a new Imperial tank, aren't you? Yes, my name is Asai. The battles from here on will be getting colder and colder. I don't like the cold. You! Don't act like such a wimp! We must bear this cold so that we can be of use to our commander. Bear the cold? Especially the snow! The snow! Everything is the snow's fault! Ruru seems kind of mad. Oh, our next battlefield is at White Cloister. So we're going to simulate the upcoming battle. Exactly. We must make this cruel white devil our ally, lest we lose. You mean... That's why. Why is my voice changing? We're going to have a snowball fight! Human tanks. Take your training seriously! It's okay, let them. But they won't get the training they need. By using snowballs as mock ammo, we can save on ammunition. That sounds convincing, but it doesn't change the fact that it still doesn't help. You're too strict, Megaman. Huh? Really? Megaman, try approaching this from another angle. What do you mean? What needs to be done to improve the performance of human tanks? Improve their performance? Well, you can equip them with new modules or develop new tanks. Exactly. Which means that even if human tanks took their training seriously, it won't improve their performance at all. Now that you mention it, but playing has a positive effect. It's not good to leave them stressed. Take this! Oh, now you've done it! That doesn't hurt at all! Call me crazy, but I think I'm hearing sounds that shouldn't be heard in a normal snowball fight. Well, human tanks are 10 times more powerful than humans, so that's what happens when they get together. Is it really safe to leave them alone? There's nothing to lose, only to gain, so we might as well let them be. Eat this! Clang. Clang? That's not fair! I prepared these just for a situation like this. You know, the situation that I thought up! You cheater! ALTeR, they're having a snowball fight with your helmets. What?! Hey! What do you think you're doing with my precious helmets? Yeah, the commander rushed in. Hold up, especially you, Ruru! Nah, your eyes are scary. Haha! Works good enough. It's nice and quiet without ALTeR. In ALTeR's room, it's great. A relaxing break. I wonder how the Northern Front is faring. The Kingdom and Empire are at a standstill because of the Imperial Army's overwhelming attack at the White Cloister. And it's been like that for 3 days, hasn't it? Welcome back. That was really tiring. They came at me for real. You're probably the only person who can come out of a serious snowball fight with human tanks thinking of it as nothing more than tiring. Anyone else would die. They're stupid and just charge head-on towards me, so dodging them was easy. I'm going to make stronger tanks next time. Yes, because killing your commander, that's the end goal. So what are our plans? For the White Cloister? If the stalemate continues, what we need to end it would be information. Yes. Information. Should I send out... Oh, okay, no, they messed up. They put sent. It's fine. That's not on me. That one's not on me. That's the one that I get. It's good. Should I send a scout to the White Cloister? Wow! Wow! To the White Cloister? No, the White Cloister might not be it. By that you mean... I want information on the whereabouts of Katana Iakura and Rara Iakura. So you think that even if you take control of the White Cloister, nothing will change? Well, I also want information that would help in taking control, but... if we can't apprehend Katana, then the situation is only going to become worse. Oh, of course. There's no guarantee that Katana is at the White Cloister. You mix things up again, Megaman. No. These two really don't believe that the Queen died at all. Well then, I've decided where our next destination should be in order to get the information we need. Let's go to the hot springs. What? To the hot springs, the place where all information's gained. Episode 4. Incident at Kusatsu Spa. It's not only a hot spring, baby, but it's also a spa. Things are gonna get good. So this is a spa town. Is the spa town? It's a resort! Is it your first time experiencing hot springs, Ellie? I was assembled very recently, so everything is new to me. I see. So, can you explain to me already? You look really scary, Megaman. Why are we here? Everyone else is fighting at the front lines. We haven't received any orders from the front lines to advance, right? Yes, but that has nothing to do with this. Why hot springs? Why? Because I wanted to enjoy... Wait, I mean... No, that's not it. ALTeR came here to gather information. What? Did you find something else? Yes. Don't you remember? There was always someone else at Karara's side, aside from you, Megaman. What do you mean? I meant what I just said. Wasn't there a tank that fought alongside Karara, aside from you, who isn't a tank? So the line's just a little bit weird, but yeah. Oh, you mean Rara. Her name is Rara? I've never met her before, but rumor has it she's still alive. 'Cause she can't be killed, 'cause of the red muffler. Speaking of which, Rara wasn't with Karara at the Minehata base. They were fighting separately. I see. I'm surprised you got hold of this information, ALTeR. Yes, I heard rumors about Karara's tank. I thought it was odd we didn't see her at Minehata, so I had Ellie look into it for me. What? The Royal Human Tank Rara is resting somewhere in this spa town. Rara might know something about Karara, don't you think? Wait, this is bad. Ellie is taking over my position as the executive officer. Ellie sure is talented. Leave it to me. Oh, am I not all that useful? Captain, I've heard the name Rara somewhere before. Ruru, of course you have. Second Lieutenant, you look scary. Rara is your older sister. Rara is your older sister. Why am I having such a tough time speaking? Well, it's not speaking, it's more reading, but yeah. Okay. Oh, no wonder their names are similar. They're sister tanks. Oh yes, I remember. Ruru is very forgetful. Should I modify your brain? I would prefer if you didn't. Sheesh, you don't have to hide it. You should have just told me, ALTeR. Why are you angry? I'm not angry. Fidget, fidget. It's a really weird situation. Ellie? I'm not looking forward to anything. Huh? Well, the purpose of hot springs is to relax and recuperate. ALTeR? Unfortunately, you won't be able to, says nondescript voice. Who are you? Oh, it's an inn manager. What a face! Who? You don't know me? This spa town may have a lot of resorts, but the most famous one is Kusatsu Inn, and I am its owner. Kusatsu. Please say that's his name. Okay, an owner of a resort. I'm soliciting potential customers. Such a... Oh, it's a female? Damn it! I was really digging that voice. The owner herself. This smells like trouble. wait. So you said you wanted to bathe in the hot springs? Sorry, owner. We've already made reservations elsewhere. I'm telling you, there's no use. We're not interested in your sales pitch. Doesn't something feel odd about Spa Town? About this Spa Town in particular? Huh? No, not really. There aren't any tourists. You know, because a war wouldn't drive tourists away from a hot springs or anything. That's crazy talk. Especially a war in Kingdom territory where the kingdom is losing. Also, the fact that ALTeR says we never received orders to be at the front line, whenever she's now the highest ranking person. You know, because she's royalty, and even if someone was a higher rank, she's still royalty, which means she's still, yeah, above them. Yeah, it's a really weird situation. Okay. Huh? Now that you mention it, we haven't run into anyone else while we were here. How can that be? This is a popular tourist spot deep in Kingdom territory, and there's virtually no danger other than the fact that not far from here, Minayahata was destroyed or anything. No danger? Funny of you to say that. Stray tanks have been appearing in this town. Stray tanks. Stray tanks, you say? Dangerous tanks that have lost their commander and roam freely. They can be found at the spring's source, and they're blocking the flow to our inns. Which is why we can't use the hot springs. A wasted trip for you lot, unfortunately. I'm owed. You must be tired. You may not be able to enjoy the hot springs, but you can still rest at my inn. They'll pay for this. Ellie? Hot springs! What are you shouting about? ALTeR. Kusatsu's hot springs are at risk. Yeah, I guess. Let's beat up the stray tanks. I've never seen Ellie this motivated. Also, punishment for Ruru after. Why? ALTeR? Sheesh. At this rate, I'm willing to bet Rara relocated, considering the situation here. ALTeR. Okay. We'll take care of the stray tanks here. It's an easy battle and supplies, anyway. It's part of the army's job to protect the kingdom's territory. Yes, now that you mention it, this is perfectly normal. Megaman, don't be convinced so easily. It's not like I want to use the hot... Yeah, I get it. Alright, Ruru, you're up. Let's annihilate those stray tanks! What a good time. The enemy has interceptor tanks which shoot down long-range missiles. Oh my goodness. The most worthless tank type in the whole game. Interceptor tanks that can only use their intercept ability when it's their turn. So it's really, really weird and hard to use them properly unless you have a high-tiered interceptor tank. But the low-tiered ones are kind of worthless. So let's do this the right way. I have no tanks. So let's do this the right way after assembling some new tanks. Okay, team, what do we need? Milk? Yeah, I would like some milk. I think I'm almost out of chocolate milk. So that's something I need to go pick up later on today. Unless I have more than I think, then I'll just ignore it. But I might have to go pick up some chocolate milk later on today. I should also pick up some candy, because... because candy. Everybody loves candy. Not assemble, it's time to deploy. Alright, Ruru. You can be my prime tank. You're actually not as good as the others, though, right? You're not going to improve until, like, when Hashiko did. Hashiko got modified late in the game, so I don't think you're going to improve until then. But nonetheless, I'm going to put you out there. Gonna let you have some fun. Alright. Mile 1. Mile 2. Okay, milk team. As long as they don't get destroyed instantly, it's a good investment. Spread them out a little bit. Oh, that was a bad placement. I need that one back. I think right there will be fine. And of course we have the Collins to assist as well. Hey boy! Because this is going to be good. Oh, I have to replace Collins. That's fine. Get off the field. Get off the field. Alright, we're ready. No way that we can lose now. I've prepared really effectively. So effectively, in fact. We're gonna win. Because that's the end goal of my preparations. Is to win. If you prepare to lose, then I don't know what the hell you're doing. Unless you're going for like an ending change, but I don't know if there are I'm assuming there are multiple endings, but I'm not going for any particular ending when I have no clue what the endings even are. I'm going for the first ending, which means that that's the ending that you win every game. Right? 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 Well, there goes my milk. What an investment that was. 3,000 supply down the drain with nothing gained for it. Thank God for that. At least the other milk's still alive, right? Aoba. Goodbye, Aoba. You're dead. Well, you have to take over Milk's position, Colin, so get moving. Stupid Milk dying instantly. At least we have this Milk. Wait. So I have 2 more Milks, but neither one of them are on the left side. What a strategy I came up with. Light them up. Okay, good. I don't feel quite safe moving that far up. I'm gonna move it here. Now, using a recon on a place where you know there isn't tanks is still useful just because it, as long as it stays for a little bit. So enemy tanks that move in are then revealed. Which is nice. See, like that one. Revealed. Well, that's cool. At least that milk did something. And now I'm down a recon tank. Right there. And now they're down to Tsubasa. Reciprocity. You're not useful yet. Staying put. This is a close battle. 70 to 61%. It's pretty close. Where do I fire? Ah, Nayoba. Oh well, this is dead. Oh, we found a interceptor. Splendid. I'm very glad about that development. Fire randomly. I just wanted to move her up so she'd still be in range if we found anything up there. Bummer, we whiffed that. I'm thinking that we may have gotten all their assault tanks at this point. It might just be down to batteries and interceptors now. Which means that we win by default, because those aren't going to do much to us. In a long-range battle, Relic always wins. Because he has scout tanks. Well, he has a scout tank. Take over Ruru's position. Destroy said tank. Freaking jerk. Stupid assault tank. Or battery tank. Whatever you want to call them. It doesn't matter. Boom! Kaboom! GG. You're gone. Oh. Found their commander tank. I'm assuming they only got one. But that was a low-tiered command tank. Yep, figured as much when I saw it was the first command tank they get. They're Nanakos. I think Nanakos tier 2, which probably means right there. Success! Got it. Oh, Dios. And that's how you get a victory. Probably could have easily gotten the wipeout. I'm assuming there were only interceptors left, but I did it! We've cleared the area of stray tanks! And so the spa town's peace was kept. ALTeR, the rest of the stray tanks are retreating. We can't leave a single one roaming about. Let's eliminate them all, for the peace of the spa town. Roger, we'll give chase. Be careful. They may be stray tanks, but some of them might be lying in ambush. I know, I'm already doing recon. Keep an eye out for the enemy while advancing. ALTeR, there's something... Something there. Lieutenant, come here! What is it? What happened, Ruru? Look here. A human tank. Rara? It's Rara! Megaman? Rara, then this is Karara's personal tank. Then she's my sister! But her leg is damaged. Her leg? At a place like this? Rara was lying still against a large tree. Her eyes were hollow, like those of a broken doll. Stray tanks were gathered around this collapsed doll, which was holding a fine, long rifle. We'll eliminate anyone who tries to harm Rara. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Engaging. That's an interceptor tank. They can't engage. What's going on? Are these stray tanks trying to protect Rara? Wouldn't that mean they're being commanded? I think so. They're not out of control, but appear to be acting on orders. That's ridiculous. That would mean these stray tanks recognize Rara as their commander. Yes, that's impossible. Wait a second. Megaman. Karara. Oh, she's dying? Okay, well. Rara, hang in there. Eliminate enemy. Annihilate enemy. Wait, we're not your enemy. Not our enemy? That's right, we aren't. Hold on a second. I'll fix her up. Fixed her. Done. That was fast! Where am I? You're awake now! Megaman and myself? She's Ruru, your sister tank, Rara. Oh, my sister tank. Sis! Megaman, please explain the current situation to me. Yeah, Sis ignored me. That's what we'd like to know. But alright, we're currently at Kusatsu Hot Springs. Your leg was damaged, which seemed to have rendered you immobile. Those stray tanks were guarding you. I see. And you are? ALTeR Matsuyukishiro, Karara's cousin. Then you're one of the royal family. Is your rank higher than colonel? No, I'm just a lieutenant. I see. Forgive me. We have questions for you as well. I don't remember too much. I see. Then please tell us anything you can remember. That'll be enough. While I was resting at the spa town, I heard Karara fled from the Minayahata base. I hurried to find Karara, but I was attacked by royal tanks while on my way. Royal tanks? Why? Because of the traitor. The Imperial Army is also using royal tanks. Right. I almost forgot. Mix up Megaman. I was wounded and couldn't move. That's when these tanks came to my assistance. We'll protect Rara! About that. Yes? Why are these stray tanks listening to your orders? Aren't you a human tank? Ah, that matter. This was what was bothering me. Human tanks should only follow orders from humans. Actually, ALTeR, Rara is Karara's personal favorite tank, so... Don't tell anyone else, but... Her thought process and capabilities were altered and enhanced. Yes, that's right. Enhanced? A process in which the thinking capacity of a simple-minded tank is enhanced to a level equivalent to that of a human being. That's forbidden. I couldn't move from here, so I gave orders to these stray tanks, whom I could place my trust in. I had them search for Katana Iakura. What? How do you know about Katana? Rara told me before she left for battle. She said that the traitor who leaked information on royal tanks to the Imperial Army was her stepbrother, Katana Iakura. What? Okay, steal my thunder. That's impossible! Rara, she said that about Katana. That would mean she knew that the traitor was her brother, Katana Iakura, and despite that, she ordered us to eliminate him. That would be the case. Operation Kisaragi, locate the whereabouts of the traitor, and eliminate him. She already knew. That's so painful. Move out of my way. Rara, you were just fixed. Where are you going? I've discovered the location of Katana Iakura. Really? He was sighted at the White Cloister along with experimental tank number 8, Siren. That was the report I received from this tank. Siren is still dormant. Excuse me. You're in over your head. Do you think you can win alone? I'm registered with Karara's rank code. Karara's? Rank code grants you the authority to give orders to human tanks, right? The last time I was registered with her code was when she was a colonel. Unless you're ranked higher than a colonel, I cannot follow your orders. Unless you're ranked higher than a colonel. Yeah. But Rara, you're... I'm no different from the rest of these tanks now. I'm a stray tank. Rara. She left. She was crying. Ellie, will she be okay? I fixed her completely. Rara, I hope she doesn't push herself too hard. More contradictions, because Rara was intelligent enough to decide with whoever she wanted. She didn't have to follow orders based on rank. Clearly Rara doesn't give a shit about that anymore, though. She's going into business for herself. It's revenge time. What is this? Rara already knew about the traitor. Well, that's just dandy. We have information on Katana now, but... way too many things are happening at once. I'm done. I'm gonna go back to the inn and sleep. ALTeR. That's a great idea. Let's rest up so we'll be in peak condition for the battle tomorrow. For the next battle. There is no tomorrow. Hot springs. It was her first time using hot springs. Outdoor hot springs. She was part human tank. A human tank human. Weapons and clothes are part of a normal human tank's body, so it's difficult to remove them. However, this does not apply to her. She can remove her clothes just like any other human. Meaning, she can bathe normally. So this is a hot spring. ALTeR went to rest as soon as she returned to the inn. She was looking forward to enjoying the hot springs with ALTeR, but... boring. She looked up into the night sky, recalling that disturbing feeling. The humongous human tank known as Siren. When it appeared before her, a very distressing feeling ran through her entire body, and she realized what Siren's cannon was made of. Snow. She liked snow. The only reason for that was because her name had the character for snow in it. But when she saw snow for the first time in her life, she grew to like it. When asked if it was her first time seeing hot springs, she told her that everything was new to her. She couldn't forget the painful expression that came across her face when she said that. She decided to enjoy the hot springs. February 19th. Okay. The day of the decisive battle between the kingdom and the empire. When ALTeR Matsuye Kishiro completes the task entrusted to her by Rara Iakura, there will be no more opportunities to enjoy the hot springs. The obligatory hot spring episode. Usually, people in my circle, we use that to describe sewer levels. Because sewer levels in most games are obligatory. Make the most of the Interceptor! The Interceptor is a unit that can shoot down missiles from the enemy. It can't do anything else. So... But, if you buy it with modules, and you get later Interceptors, then they're actually kind of useful. But like I said, even this is agreeing with me. In early encounters, they're just... they're worthless. They're a waste of a tank spot. Usually if you position your command tank in the rear, they're not going to get hit by a missile anyway, so they don't need to be protected by an Interceptor. And an Interceptor, its turns come so infrequently that it can't keep up with a unit that's on the move either, so it can't provide a mobile cover. Like the earlier ones can't provide a mobile cover to like a column or something. So it's just, they're not good until later on. I think the max level Interceptor is like a pretty decent tank, but if you outfit it with modules, it can like follow whoever you want it to and intercept like every freaking second. It's great. Or at least that was how it was in the first game. Alright, so after the obligatory hot springs level, we're gonna end it here. Yep. I was gonna try to give a summary of what we've done. I don't even remember. We fought some stray tanks and we found Rara. The game hasn't told us yet whether Rara is still has a red muffler. Ending 3, she might have actually not had a red muffler. I can't remember. But I don't know if she has a red muffler anymore. I know that in Ending 3 she got destroyed and was like brought back. So either Chiyoko remade her just right off the bat, or she had a red muffler, but not yet sure on this game whether there is a red muffler on Rara or not. So